of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I see we have no one here for the public comment, so we'll go into the consent agenda. And each member of the board received a copy of the consent agenda a few days ago. I do have one question, Dr. Lilroy, on the fund report, on the grand totals. It had the year-to-date revenue was about 4.4 million less than the expenditures. Is that just a timing issue?
Which fund?
The fund reports, the fund report, the grand totals line?
Are you looking at the fund report and the
Yeah.
balance sheet?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a little different, because the fund report also has the BOCED co-op money in there. The balance sheet is just Greater Jasper funds.
Thank you, Mom.
Okay. Well, no, I was looking at the fund report grand totals line, which said that year-to-date, there's 42.7 million of revenue and 47.2 million of expenditures. So I was just curious if that was a timing issue on getting the,
Yeah, see, we just had an advanced draw. I just got at the beginning of, like now in November, and that was October totals.
Yeah.
So I got like a $5 million, and that's an advanced draw. Now I will get the rest in December to put in there, and that'll.
okay, so
It'll
by the end of
show
December, we'll be good.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Any other questions on the consent agenda?
Move to approve.
Motion by Steve,
A second.
second by Sarah. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries. Building and maintenance update. Mr. Stempfnagel, Mr. Hope.
Good evening, everyone.
You need to go to the microphone, please.
Sign the books yet?
Oh, yeah. Give us a minute to sign the book. Sorry, Scott.
Oh, you're good.
Sorry. There's a different name up here. I was wondering who that was.
I don't know.
Monica, when you receive the purple folder, will you look? There's a Lindsay.
Nichols?
Yes, that's the co-op, that's the co-op book.
Okay, it has your name underneath it, so I was confused. Okay.
That's because CompuTotal only recognizes one person, and I'm the treasurer, so my name is usually on all those kind of paperwork, and then she signed it up on top.
That's okay. It threw me off.
Yeah, they cannot, do two people's.
Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome.
Okay, Scott, you ready to go? Thank you.
All right, good evening, everyone. We have one action item this evening, and we received bids on November 12th for the Jasper High School North Classroom Edition. We received bids from 4 contractors. The bids were very competitive. The low bid was from Danco Construction. If you add the base bid amount and also the amount for the wireless the wireless clock system and the building-wide intercom system, and also the recommended alternates, the total amount would be $11,135,000. This price is well below our estimated initial cost that was presented at the project hearings. Again, we are very pleased with the bids that we received. They were all very close together, and at this time, if anyone has any questions about the alternates and the bids, I'll entertain those now.
What was the initial estimate cost? You said it's a lot lower than you had estimated.
Yeah, the initial estimate cost was around 14 million. The reasons, several reasons that we are lower is when the initial budget estimate was developed, we were early on in the project. At that time, we were projecting larger square foot building. And at that time, we were also estimating that we would have to build a concrete retaining wall to full length, and also a wider concrete drive. The reduction of the concrete retaining wall, we were able to take that out of the project and do some extra different grade work to allow for one to delete that concrete retaining wall. That was a big ticket item there, because you had to have the concrete retaining wall plus the safety railings on top, so somebody don't go over the top. By doing that, we were able to also reduce the drive width down to 24 feet, which saved a lot of concrete on that north side. And another reason here lately with other school districts bids we have been receiving, we've been noticing, believe it or not, the prices have leveled off, if not come down a little bit more competitive compared to the COVID prices that we have received in the past. So again, we're very pleased with the bids we received. As you can see, the bids among the 4 contractors were very close.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Sarah,
I'll second.
second by Arlette. Any further questions or discussion?
All 3 alternates seem like good options to me, so I think it makes sense.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries.
Thank you. Real quick, on the Jasper Middle School interior finishes renovation project, we will bring that to the board here in December for consideration to approve those. We have currently 5 contractors that have picked up plans and specifications for that project. We've been very pleased with not only the competitive bidding, but the amount of bids, the amount of contractors that have been bidding projects. Any questions on any other projects? Okay, thank you. Hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Scott,
Thanksgiving.
Todd,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome to stay, but you, of course, can leave if you want. So.
Hope you survive your fast.
Tina, I don't see anything on your portion, but anybody have any questions for Tina about anything curriculum-wise? Nope. Student support services, Dr. or Mr. Beekline, I see you don't have anything on the agenda either, but anybody have any questions or?
I sent you guys some dates in an email, so I hope you can make some of them.
Plan to?
Yeah.
Dr. Lori, quick meeting, other business.
All right. It's a little bittersweet this evening, but after many years of dedicated service, we are asking the board to accept Mr. Beekline's retirement as the Assistant Superintendent of Student Support Services sometime after the beginning of the next semester. I would like to just say a few words about Glenn, because I think he's done an amazing job as an educator, not only here, but in other places, but also as a leader here in Greater Jasper. I think the one thing that you can say to Glenn is that he's committed to the kids, and his focus is always about building positive relationships with whomever he's working with. He's calm, he's student-centered, and that approach is really gonna leave an indelible mark on the things that he has touched here at our school system. We are better because Glenn has been a part of our team, and I think he's fostered a culture of care that I think will continue beyond his tenure here as an educator. And so we are grateful for that contribution, and we're going to wish him the very best as he moves on to other things that he endeavors. But at this time, I'm going to ask the board to consider accepting the retirement of Mr. Glenn Beekline.
Tim, what happens if we don't accept?
I was just gonna say, don't do it. You gotta work here forever, Glenn. Like a,
Hotel California.
that's right. You can never leave. I think you got to.
Okay. Since we have to, I guess I will make that motion.
Motion by Steve,
I'll second.
second by Judy. Just a quick comment, I echo what Dr. Lowry said, and I know you brought some things to the school, like the We the People competition. Your work with the bus transportation system, the services you put in for our students. I know you did some things there, kind of innovated, and we'll be forever in your debt for doing those things. I think they'll be long lasting, so kudos to you.
You make a hell of a bag of popcorn, too.
Yep.
Yep. No denying that.
Yeah, B, I would like
I'm
to.
also up for hire for weddings.
I would like to thank you. Being part of the transportation department is not an easy task, and it goes very much unrecognized on the hard work and dedication and the time that you have put in. Coming from a past bus driver for the school corporation, as you know, I'm sometimes difficult to, passionate, isn't that what we said? Passionate. Passionate. I would like to say thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yep.
Good luck with your future, whatever that may hold.
He's got big things coming on.
Keep the Polar Express going in your
We got it
honor.
going. Oh, yeah, I think it'll continue to roll. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, Robert's rules makes me, we have to take a vote, so all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries.
So with the impending retirement of Glenn, we have some recommendations to not only fill this position, but that will also kind of result in a chain reaction. So I'd like to kind of run through the recommendations that we have that will all be effective as of January of 2026. And that would be, I would like to recommend Ryan Ernie as the Assistant Superintendent of Student Support Services to fill in Glenn's position. I think Ryan brings a lot of leadership and a lot of skills that will make him very ready to assume that role. Audra John, we will move her into the principal's position at Jasper Elementary School. I think she's going to be a great addition. She's been serving as the assistant principal there. She served as an educator with the system for many years, and I think she's going to do an amazing job at leading that school. And then we would like to recommend that we move Brandon Bayer, who is currently a teacher at Jasper Elementary, just to serve as an interim assistant principal. And what that means is we would ask him just to fulfill that role for this next semester to ensure that we have adequate support in the administration team. And then we would open that up for a formal application process sometime early spring. And so I'll just recap those for the board to consider. Ryan Ernie would be recommended to become the Assistant Superintendent of Student Support Services. Audra John will move into the principal's role at Jasper Elementary School, and then Brandon Baer would serve as an interim assistant principal at Jasper Elementary.
Will he continue to be a teacher, or will there be a teacher to fill in for him?
We will get a substitute to fill in for his time away.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Arlette,
I'll second.
second by Sarah. Any further questions or discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries.
Thank you. The board received a copy of the Facilities Management and Sustainability Plan Service Agreement that we have with the Stefanago Group. I think 3 years have gone by pretty quickly, and so we are asking the board to consider the renewal of that agreement. I'd like to note that there's been no change to the terms of that agreement nor the pricing on that. We appreciate that, Scott. I would like to just say that this agreement is the partnership that we have with the Stefanago Group in terms of the facility management and sustainability is just vital to overall operations across the district. The team that serves our district understands the mechanics of our building. They understand the types of maintenance that need to occur on all aspects of our campuses. And so I would certainly ask the board to consider renewing that agreement because they are a vital part of ensuring the health of our campuses and facilities.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Judy,
Second.
second by Steve. Any further questions or discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. Now I know why you stuck around.
Thank you, Scott. We appreciate your work.
Yeah. Do good work. We appreciate it.
The next couple of items deal with appointments that our board makes to some of our community organizations. As you know, the Greater Jasper Board makes one non-voting appointment to the Redevelopment Commission. The current appointee is Steve Lukemeyer. That term is set to end at the end of this calendar year, and so we need to make an appointment to that board, and so that will be up to the board how you want to proceed.
I'd vote for Steve again.
That's fine.
Say, are you okay staying on?
Yeah, you should ask the other redevelopment commission members.
Well, they're not here, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
I'll make that motion to reappoint Steve.
I'll second.
You two
They
really
couldn't
seem
do that
happy about
fast
that.
Give him some extra work to do.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. Congratulations, Steve.
Yep, thanks, Steve.
Another appointment that our board makes is to the Jasper Arts Commission, and the appointment to that commission for our district has been Beth Seidel. I don't know how many years Beth has served as the appointment for the commission, but it has been many. Beth reached out, and she is excited and willing to continue to serve in that role, and I think she represents us well and is highly engaged in the arts in our community. So at this time, I'm asking the board to reappoint Beth Seidel to the Jasper Arts Commission.
So moved.
Motion by Steve,
A second.
second by Judy. Any further questions or discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries.
Thank
And
you.
Beth does appreciate that. She did reach out to me
Yeah.
as well and wanted to
You guys need to sign
You all
that.
need to sign that one.
That's to from her.
ask to be reappointed, so she did appreciate that.
Thank you. I do have a couple of announcements. First being that our December board meeting is Monday, December 22nd. And please note the time change on that. That is a 1 p.m. meeting. And that will be here in the community room. And then we will hold our reorganization meeting, which is required on Monday, January the 5th at 7:45 a.m. And we will do that in our central office conference room. And unless the board has any other items they wish for me to address, that's all I have to bring before the board.
Does any board member have any other business to bring before the board? If not, we'll have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Sarah,
I'll second.
second by Arlette. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Wow, that was quick.
I like both. I don't know if that's